planning tool has over the years faced hostile opposition among most Kenyan men, with just 1% of these men having undergone a vasectomy procedure 8 years since its official adoption in Kenya. Now, these lean figures reflect how the life-lasting family planning method has been dealt a wide berth by the society, and it is easily shrugged off in most family planning conversations involving men. Our reporter David Mudhoka narrates how vasectomy has fallen victim to both religious and cultural beliefs, and why it is so out of touch with Kenyan men.
In a country that has a population of slightly more than 23 million men, only 1% of those men have undergone vasectomy in the past 8 years. It is a topic that is mainly shrugged off in any man's talk. Even the most cesarean of men who want to limit their children will not want to talk about it, let alone undergo a vasectomy procedure. The burden of family planning has for years been placed on the woman's shoulders at a time when it takes two to tango. Why is that the case?
I had my vasectomy 12 years ago, and you can ask me why.
Enough was enough for Dr. Charles Ochieng 12 years ago when he walked into an operation room in Kisumu ahead of a vasectomy procedure that will change his reproductive life for good. The medical doctor, then a patient, would 15 minutes later walk out of the operation room, a changed man but with a mission accomplished tag under his belt. Having seen his polygamous father struggle to raise children he had personally sired, Dr. Ochieng was cautious not to slip into the same slippery slope as his father.
My dad had 2 wives, and several kids whom he could not even support. So I'm still helping to support those kids, in terms of education, healthcare, and stuff like that.
He and his wife at the time already had 2 children in tandem with their couple goals, and with an addition off the table, Charles knew that vasectomy would be their only convenient way out.
Like her first pregnancy was a bit difficult. She developed something called hyperemesis gravidarum, where they vomit a lot. So it really affected her, and I really felt concerned. So that was the first one. Then the second one was not so bad. But then I said, you see, why should it be her through and through? What is my role, as the head of the family?
But little did Dr. Ochieng know that he had just won a single battle in what will become a hostile war against stigma among peers and other men.
The things that guys told me were just laughable. Another one told me, oh, doctor, your scrotum will just swell, and then it explodes like the Al-Shabaab bomb. Another one told me, oh, doctor, you see, after you had it, you'll just get fat, and you just sleep like those balls. Another one told me, oh, doctor, you see, now your wife will divorce you because now you'll not be active sexually.
12 years later, the narrative has not toned down even a bit, and most of the Kenyan men do not seem to be in the mood of changing tune anytime soon.
Siwezi hata wacha nikaa vile nilivyo na Mungu. Hii maneno ya scientist tuwashe kabisa.
Hiyo siwezi. Sasa hii dunia inatakana tujaze hii dunia na wanaume ndio tunajaza. Sasa
what if tumejaza dunia tayari?
Hapana, hiyo hapana. Hiyo siwezi kubali.
Na bibi yako akwambia labda ufanye.
Hapana, fadhali afanye alafu tu tuendelee na uzazi tunatumia.
Na kunaye walizaliwa wana, na hiyo ni mambo ya Mungu. Sasa wewe ulizaliwa ukiwa mzima. Hiyo ni kutoa Mungu makosa.
For the fear of stigma out of the 1% of Kenyan men, which translates to just 230,000 of the total population who have undergone vasectomy, only a handful have come out to publicly acknowledge that they have indeed undergone vasectomy. But Dr. Ochieng, now a vasectomist, says that vasectomy has been clouded in unending myths and misconceptions, thus the stigma.
Vasectomy is a permanent procedure, either for guys who don't want children at all, or guys who have had enough. It's just like a tubal ligation for women. It's only that the tubal ligation for women is much more complex. So the tubes are right inside the abdomen of a woman. So you have to open the abdomen in order to access the fallopian tubes. But for vasectomy, the vast difference, that's the pipe we're interested in, is very superficial, but it is in the scrotum, very close to the anterior scrotal wall. Yeah. So if you can be, there's something we do called the 3-finger technique. You can be able to fix it between your thumb and your middle finger and the index finger, and then you just do it. It's usually a very fast, it's walk in, walk out. How comes, David, let me ask you, if a woman does family planning, that's okay, because we all accept that family planning is good. But when a man does family planning, then now, that is ungodly.
Reverend Frederick Kiema of the African Inland Church Westlands has warned that the Bible has been wrongly used and misquoted when it comes to vasectomy.
There are people who misuse, like God said we need to be fruitful and fill the world. I want to believe you are only able to fill that which you are able to take care of.
He maintains that the church is conditional in such matters.
But there are issues that come here. Why would one wish to do vasectomy? Why would be the reason? There are ethical issues. There are biblical issues. I would say probably there is a medical issue that would necessitate. If I'm done vasectomy, probably my wife or the lady I'm supposed to sleep with, we are not able to conceive, and her not being able to conceive, I'm saving her life for medical reasons and well-grounded, then I think that one is agreed.
Dr. Ochieng, on the other hand, maintains that there is hope at the end of the tunnel and that a new crop of men who see the need for vasectomy has begun to emerge.
The youngest I've done is 21 years. The oldest I've done is 71 years. But the majority are between 30 to 40.
The cost of a vasectomy in Kenya ranges from 15,000 to 150,000 Kenyan shillings, while the duration of the procedure is barely 15 minutes. David Muthoka, TV 47.